Hey YouTube, welcome back to a monthly pickup video. The last time I did one of these videos was back in June. Kind of did that for a reason because I knew a lot of stuff wasn't coming out throughout the rest of the summer. So this video is just going to go over the games that I picked up throughout July and August. In one of my recent videos, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was my Gaming Nook tour, I was talking about the Circle Pad Pro for the 3DS XL. And a fellow YouTuber here, Can Be Found, said that he had an extra one and he was going to send it to me. And he most certainly did. He sent me the Circle Pad Pro for the 3DS XL. Thank you so much, Ken. It got here safely. I did try it out. I tried this out with Moon Chronicles. I missed a deal for Monster Hunter. That's the main reason I wanted a 3DS XL Circle Pad Pro, because I wanted to play Monster Hunter, and sometime throughout the summer it was on sale for like 20 bucks, and I missed that sale. I was so upset about that. So when that goes on sale again, I'll definitely pick up Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the 3DS and take advantage of the Circle Pad Pro on my 3DS XL. I'm so excited. During the summer, I was off a full week, and then I took a few days off here and a few days off there. And one of the days that I was off, my cousin actually called me, and he wanted to know if I wanted first dibs on any of the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 games that he was getting ready to get rid of. So I said, sure, you know, come on over, bring the games over. I really wasn't expecting to find anything, but I did find 3 games that he had in his collection, and he just totally gave them to me. The first one is Game of Thrones for the Xbox 360. Now, it was really cool that he had this in his collection. He was willing to just, you know, give it away. Because I recently, in the beginning of the summer, I started watching Game of Thrones, the HBO series, and I watched season 1. It took a few episodes in season 1 for me to get hooked, and that's currently where I am. I'm hooked on Game of Thrones. After I finished season 1, I went on to watch season 2, and then I went on to watch season 3, and I stopped there. And then I went and bought the books. So I read book 1 and I read book 2, and I'm about to start book 3. But I refuse to watch any more of the TV show until I complete all of the books that are out right now. So the fact that he had this, I thought it was awesome timing. I totally forgot about this. It's an RPG that came out. People say it's not all that great, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I just want to try it out and see if, you know, it's true to the books and the TV show. The Silent Hill HD collection was another one of those games that was in that pile that he was giving away. And I used to have this on the PlayStation 3, and it was super buggy. I mean, Xbox 360 version was free, so I figured why not. This HD collection comes with Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, and Silent Hill 2 is phenomenal. It's a great survival horror game. I haven't completed Silent Hill 3, so I'm not quite sure about that one, but I remember it being super creepy, just like majority of the Silent Hill games are. But yeah, got this in the collection. I picked this one up as well because this was kind of like, okay, why not? Let's try it. It's Tropico 4. It's for the Xbox 360 as well. And I was reading the back of the box, and it kind of looks like it's SimCity-esque. Looks pretty cool. Not quite sure about this series. Don't really know anything about it, but I figured it would be cool to try out. During July 4th weekend, Amazon had some games on sale, and one of the games that I picked up was Earth Defense Force 2025 for the Xbox 360. I got this for, I think it was 20 bucks. It was going on sale, and I thought that was amazing considering the fact that the game just came out basically, and it already dropped in price. So $20. I've played the other Earth Defense Force games, and I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't played this one yet though. Kind of want to play co-op with it. For the most part, all of the other Earth Defense Force games I played single player, and I feel like I didn't get the full experience. So I think this has online play, so maybe I'll just hop into a game or something, but I'd much rather get my son to play with me so he can grab his 360 controller and we can play this together. I also picked up Tales of Xillia 2 for the PlayStation 3. I'm currently playing the game and I am loving it. I'm having so much fun with it, and I kind of knew that would happen because I really enjoyed Tales of Xillia. I had a blast with the first one, played through that and completed it last year, and I was really excited for Xillia 2. So when they announced that there was going to be a limited edition, I went ahead and pre-ordered it on Amazon. And I think I did that in May. Yeah, so a couple of weeks into the summer, I think it was maybe actually a couple of weeks into August, before the game came out, I got an email from Amazon saying that I wasn't going to get my limited edition until October. And I was like, hell no. Hell no, I'm not waiting until October to play this game or just to get the limited edition. So I canceled that. Kind of sad about it, but you know, oh well. Have the vanilla copy, but I also got a chance to get the strategy guide, which I'm glad I jumped on, because the Tales games usually don't have strategy guides to go along with them. They kind of hold their value, which is pretty strange. Haven't really been using it, but I like it a lot. But the game is fantastic. I'm really enjoying the storyline. You got a new character in there who... I like the new character. He's okay, but I have a problem with the fact that he doesn't really talk that much. It's kind of weird. He doesn't really speak. Not a lot of voice acting going on with the new character. But for the most part, the main gang from the first game is back, and it's awesome. Fantastic game. I know a lot of people complained about the fact that you're basically in the same environment as the first game, but that doesn't really bother me. I enjoyed the first game a lot. So yeah, I'm trying to work my way through this game. I'm sure I'll have it completed by the end of this month, but I'm at the point where I kind of don't want it to end, so I'm taking my time with it. I do have some current gen goodies to share with you guys. The first one is The Last of Us Remastered for the PlayStation 4. I've wanted to, for a while, I wanted to do a video talking about these HD collections for the current generation of consoles and the remastered editions. I've wanted to do that, and maybe I'll get around to doing it sometime soon. But it just seems like these are coming out more frequently, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But I really couldn't hold it against The Last of Us. Main reason I got this game because this is easily one of my favorite games from last generation. Honestly, it is. Love everything about this game. And also really wasn't anything to play at the time. So I did get to play through majority of the story on the PlayStation 4 in this remastered edition. And I think it looks amazing. Back on the PlayStation 3, you know, I completed the game, I played the DLC, but I never touched the multiplayer. But I did it in the remastered version. And I really like the multiplayer. It was something that I really wasn't expecting. The multiplayer isn't fast-paced at all. It's more slow and strategic, which I really enjoy. It's more based off of survival, and you got to think about your next step and be more careful about the decisions that you make and things like that. And I like that. It's a nice change of pace compared to all the other multiplayer games out there. But yeah, it's a beautiful looking game. I love the photo mode. I know it sounds cheesy and even a little ridiculous, but the photo mode is pretty awesome. There was a while there that I was posting a bunch of photos that I took in this game. I was posting them on Twitter, and I thought it looked great. And I kind of honestly thought that I was a photographer for a second there. But yeah, I mean, The Last of Us Remastered, I knew I wasn't going to pass it up. And I really don't regret this purchase. I really enjoy this version. I also picked up Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. This comes with Diablo 3, and then it comes with Reaper of Souls expansion pack. And I haven't made it that far yet. I'm currently in Act 3, or maybe the end of Act 2 in the game, and I'm loving it. I do have Diablo 3 on the Xbox 360, and I played a little bit of it then, but there's something about the DualShock 4 controller and playing this game. It is just so easy to do. It's like you touch the little touch screen on the DualShock 4 controller, and it brings up your menu. It's basically hacking and slashing. It's a little too easy. I'm playing on normal. I should have bumped it up to hard. Find it to be a little too easy on normal. But it's just so much fun to play. You know, I sit down and I'll listen to a podcast, or there'll be a game on in the background or something, and I'm just going through, you know, quests and objectives, and I'm loving every minute of it. I haven't tried the co-op out on this game yet. But I'm pretty sure it works flawlessly. I decided to go with the Crusader. That's the class I'm playing as for right now. But I can easily see myself like this being a go back to game, you know, like I'll play it, and then I'll, you know, take a little break, and then I'll jump right back into it and play it, you know, whenever I have a little bit of time here and there. Definitely got to get my hack and slash on. For the Xbox One, I did pick up Metro Redux, which includes 2 games. It includes Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. And this is another one of those HD collection slash, you know, remastered editions that we were just talking about. But I was kind of excited about this one. You know, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, I feel, are 2 underappreciated games that came out last generation. And I feel like those two games include 2 things that I really enjoy about gaming. One being, you know, story-driven games, you know, the narrative in games, and 2 being atmosphere. The atmosphere in both of these games are ridiculous. I did play Metro 2033, and I didn't get too far in it, but the atmosphere was pretty awesome, and I liked where the story was going. I just felt a little overwhelmed when it came to the gameplay, and that's because, you know, you had to check your gas mask and all this other type of stuff, and it was just too much for me. With the combination of the atmosphere and the gas mask, I mean, survival was crazy. I did play more of Metro Last Light, and the atmosphere in that game is ridiculous. But the cool thing about this game is that you can play Metro 33. There's an option to play Metro 33 like Metro Last Light. So it's a little bit more accessible, and that's what I plan on doing. I just got this at the end of August. I got it, I think, August 31st. It has 2 games with it, and it retails for $50, which is a great price. But when I got this at Best Buy, it rang up as $39.99, and I don't know if there was a price error or whatever the case may be, but I got it for 40 bucks, $10 off, and you really can't beat that. The last 2 games here are both portable titles. They're both for the Nintendo 3DS. This one, I didn't even know, I didn't even remember pre-ordering it. And I don't know if that happens to anyone else. It rarely happens to me, but when it does, I'm like, oh my God. This came from Amazon. It was One Piece Unlimited World. And I was like, oh, I guess I did. I had to look back on my account to see when I placed the order. But yeah, I pre-ordered it. It came out sometime in July. I still haven't played it yet. I'll get around to it someday. But this game, though, I have been waiting on. And you guys should know this because I've spoken about it plenty of times in my video. Finally, guys, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is out in North America. Yes! The day has come, guys. When this came out, I was just so excited. I was like, oh my God, Layton versus Wright. It's out now, and I am currently playing it, and I'm digging it. I really am. Haven't gotten too far in it. You know, so far it's segmented with a Professor Layton chapter, and then you get a Phoenix Wright chapter, and then it goes back to Layton. And at some point in the game, they join forces. They meet up and they join forces, and I'm excited to see when that happens. But the puzzles are pretty cool. The courtroom cases so far in the Phoenix Wright segments aren't really hard. I haven't been stumped yet. Maybe I might be putting my foot in my mouth and, you know, I'll come up across some harder cases later. But so far, everything has been, you know, pretty easy to handle when it comes to the courtroom stuff, which is weird because usually in Phoenix Wright games, you know, it takes me a little while to figure out what it is, you know, what evidence I have to show and all that other type of stuff. But so far, so good. Seems really accessible. Looks great. Voice acting sounds a little off. I don't know if that's just me. Any of you guys out there that play Layton and Phoenix Wright games, let me know what you think about the voice acting. To me, it sounds a little off. Luke, I feel, is an annoying character, and you know, every game that Luke is in, I'm just like, ugh, really, Luke? But his voice is even more annoying, which is why I've noticed how off the voices are. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game. Witches are in this, which is cool. So we'll see where the story goes. But I am so glad this is finally out, and I have it for my 3DS now. So those are all the games that I picked up throughout July and August. What games did you pick up this summer? What games are you currently playing? Let me know, guys, in the comment box below. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.